Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
And you don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help, and we will help you better than anyone else.
Wait,
Don't
wait.
worry.
What about here to felch?
I don't know what that means. I told you I don't know what that means, and you laughed at me, and I don't know why you're like this. Honestly, I would like to have like a nice, clean,
Have I done
happy
that?
podcast where we help people
Have
with
I done?
with their problems, and we really get down into the nitty-gritty of what's going on in their lives.
Really get down in
But
there.
you're just doing this
Have
all
I
the time.
have I done that one before?
Well,
Here.
not that one, but
Okay.
it did come up, and I didn't know what you were talking about. And I don't want to know,
You
and I'm
should
not going to
Google
look
it.
it up
You
because
should,
I'm
you should look it
no, I'm
up.
scared,
You
and I'm not
should
going.
look.
And I hate you, and I'm going to quit the show because of this eventually.
No, it's just no, it's when you're like it has something to do with bow making.
Fletching.
Yeah, yeah, it's similar to that.
We will help you learn to fletch.
Here to felch.
Okay, we are moving on into our Dear Abby segment. We did get some Dear Abbies this week uh, from an anonymous user. Why? I don't know.
What is that?
I
That's a
don't know
fucking
why.
shit question. Fucking eat
I
a
don't know
dick. You're a
why.
fucking retard.
He's so
Fuck you.
stupid. It's probably a man because it's so stupid.
I don't know. It's just probably some jackass or you did it. That's fucking dumb. Shut up. Next question, idiot.
Why would you assume I did?
I don't know, because it's dumb. This is fucking dumb. That's why.
That's why I'm assuming it was a man. Of course, I would never do something that dumb.
I still don't feel good.
Are you okay? He's dying. He's gonna die on stream on air.
I really hope that I've got like HPV induced throat and head cancer.
I don't think HPV really hurts men, does it?
No, no, no,
Just
you
the
can't.
women
You
they
can.
give it to you?
No,
Oh, I see the throat,
yes, yeah. So women can get the ovarian
like
cysts,
uterine.
yeah,
Yeah,
uterine cysts or whatever it is. They get cysts inside of them, like the wart
they
things
get
or
straight
whatever.
up cancer from
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. It grows into a cancer. And then men, this happened to who's the guy who played Jim Morrison in The Doors? He played Val Kilmer. This happened to Val Kilmer. Uh, I think no, who am I? Not Val Kilmer, although he's got a throat thing. That's why he's not acting anymore. There was an actor, but yeah, you can get throat cancer from eating pussy.
Well, that's I don't. Why are we doing that?
Well, I'm just letting people know you can.
Okay.
So don't
Well,
do
be
it. Be like DJ
careful.
Khaled.
Be careful
It's
out
haram.
there. Like Bryden is just going crazy and going to like horrific places, and
I'm
that's why
just.
he has throat cancer.
This
And
is.
he's just a problem person. He is the dregs of society, and we should probably do something about him at some point.
I am the only type of person that makes the society fucking function.
Yeah. Okay. Not
A
for long.
worker, a
With your throat
worker,
cancer.
a worker
Not
and
for long.
consumer who puts
Oh,
more into this shithole than I get
you're
back
not
out of
making
it.
more taxpayers.
I know I'm paying plenty of taxes on my own.
That's fine, but you're not making more.
Yeah, what makes you
It's
think
not enough. I
with your
made no.
crackhead
No.
lineage?
I have contributed more to the taxes of this country, despite not having had a job except for a few months when I was 18, because in a decade or whatever, I will have 3 tax-paying people that I made.
Okay, by your logic though, it is black women that just fuel the economy.
No, because their kids are on welfare. They're not paying taxes.
And you just, through your, I mean,
That was a really, that
they're
was a
half
really
crackhead.
bad thing to
They're
say.
half crackhead. It is a terrible thing to say, but it's true. But your kids are half crackhead. That's in their blood.
They're not. They're gonna be fine. My
You're
kids
half crackhead. Well, you're full crack. Oh, you're kind of full crackhead.
'Cause I don't think my dad did. Well, he did coke.
It's basically the same.
Yeah, this is like
Well,
half
it's not.
crack, half coke.
One's more classy
Yeah,
than the other. Your mother, she was classless. Your father, on
it
the
was
other
funny.
hand, party boy.
I literally
What a
found out like
playboy he was.
this year what the weird pinky nail was. When I read that online, I just had this. It just hit me, and I just sat there in silence, wide-eyed for a minute, just jaw slack, just like, oh.
What's hilarious is you
That
could have
explains so much.
just asked me if you would have been brought up in conversation.
Well, I
I
didn't
would
think
have been
about it
like,
very much. It
"Wait,
was just like a weird thing that I didn't ever think
it's
about
a coke nail.
growing up. But it's just like, yeah, my dad has this weird, like, he clips all his other nails, and that one's kind of dirty. I don't know why he would, like,
You dip in the
leave it
bag.
like that. Yeah.
It's a
And I
coke
just,
nail.
it wouldn't have occurred to me to ask you about it until I saw that because I just thought, like, oh, it's a weird style choice.
I'm just
'Cause
surprised it
he
never
also
came up.
wore, like, a pinky ring.
Sure, pinky ring. That's. I want to get a pinky ring real bad.
At one point, he had one of those like bowl-looking
It's called a
nose
septum
rings,
ring.
Yeah,
I had
and he
one.
would always wear the ring. Um, I just thought he did weird things for style. I thought he just had, he was fashionable.
Do you think that's fashionable?
I don't know. I was a kid. I
I
thought
mean,
that maybe that was the thing. I
even
don't.
then, for a man of that age, no, that is a very. I listen to Slipknot and Korn.
He
Um,
does listen to Slipknot, of course.
I mean, both great bands. Don't get me
He
wrong.
loves Slipknot. He's like obsessed with Slipknot.
Slipknot's amazing. No, Slipknot's one of the best bands ever. And every time they have a new album, I go and listen to it. It's very good. Um, but I mean, you got to think like Corey Taylor. He like really takes himself very seriously in every interview. It's like you once wrote a song called "People Equal Shit," and it's a pretty heavy song, but it's not much deeper than that, man.
Maybe he thought it was philosophical.
He does. He does
He
think that
thinks.
his stuff. I mean, listen to him talk about Stone Sour. Oh God, this guy, this guy.
Okay.
Corey Taylor sucks. All of them suck. They all suck. But damn, you get all 9 of those motherfuckers together, and that's a hell of a band.
Oh my goodness. When I used to be on Facebook, I was Facebook friends with two like Mexican dudes that I had known in like elementary school. So I hadn't known them for a long time, but we were
They
just friends
quit
on Facebook.
school.
And well, no, because I moved. But one of them was really into Slipknot and like made homemade
Yeah.
masks and was always posting them. And like his grandma would comment and be like, "Oh, Mijo, you're so talented and creative," and the girl's supportive of it. And the other one was a
That rules.
juggalo
Oh
and would
God.
do the juggalo makeup and post that. And I don't think his grandma was telling him that was cool though. But
Well, yeah. I don't know. Mexican maggots and juggalos. I mean, like in the
it's
same
great.
household. Man, there was definitely holes in that drywall, but luckily their father knew how to patch that right up, so it was fine.
They might not have been brothers. I don't know. They had the same last name. I don't know.
Okay, that doesn't
They
mean a
look the
damn
same.
thing.
Garcia. I mean,
Yeah.
surely they were brothers.
Oh, surely they were. They're related to Carlos. Shit. Fuck, I fucked that one up. Not Carlos Mencia. Who's the Garcia guy? Whatever. There's a ton of them. I don't know. There's a comic. I can't remember. Fuck. What is his stupid last name?
One of them, oh my goodness, one of my friends, it was so funny. In junior high, he he was Mexican and his name was like the same as like 16 other kids, like
Sure.
exactly first and last name, of course. So it's like every time we had like an assembly and they're doing like awards or roll call or something, they're doing an alphabetical order. And it's just, Jose Garcia, Jose Garcia, Jose Garcia. It's like, and he's just sitting next to me in the auditorium one of the times, and he's just like, "So when do I go? Which one do you think is me?" And I was like, "Dude, you should just go get them all. Like, they all belong to you. All of those attendance awards are yours now." Like,
Other people have that too. You got like
yeah.
Dave Smith. Like there's tons of Dave
just-
Smiths.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever known anyone with the last name Smith, actually. Like, ever.
I've known plenty of people with the last name Smith. I don't think there's a last name
Say,
that
like,
I haven't seen before.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone that I've personally known that I have the last name of with the name Smith. Ever. Johnson, I've seen a lot.
A lot of
Lots
Johnsons.
of people have Johnson.
Dated a girl with the last name Johnson. She would sometimes she'd go. She hated this because she didn't realize how often she pissed me off. She didn't realize how often she would call me a dick. And so what I started doing every time she called me, she goes, "You're a dick." I go, "You're a Johnson." And she eventually ended up saying, damn, I call you a dick a lot. And I go, I know, it's hurtful. Don't do that.
Well, maybe you should have. The clear problem in the situation is you. Let me help you. You were being a dick
No,
all the
no,
time,
she was
and
a
that's why she
fucking,
was.
she was a coke addicted nut.
That doesn't make you any less of a jerk.
Sure, maybe not. And maybe I'm being a jerk, but not being a dick. She was being a Johnson.
Okay. Dear Abby, why can't people just be chill and react to life as it
Shut
happens?
up, faggot!
Why does everyone have to pretend to be an insane anime character in public?
Wait, who's
I
doing
don't.
that?
What are you talking about? Where do you live?
It's not a thing that happens.
Are people just doing Naruto runs in the Krogers in your neighborhood? Like,
I don't.
where do you live?
Asking people, asking people to send these things anonymously was a fucking mistake.
Well, one guy was too embarrassed to send me his with his name, even though I told him I wouldn't tell anyone else's name, but he didn't even want me to see it, and I don't think he sent it in yet
Yeah, because
none of
obviously
these are
that's a bad
embarrassing.
that's a bad fucking plan already. Because now we're gonna attribute the worst one to you,
Yeah, as soon as I get the worst one, it's yeah, that's him.
dear
we know,
Abby.
we know who that.
I've got the smallest fucking dick ever, and my butthole is huge. And it'll be like, that's that guy.
Why can't people just be chill and react to life? I don't know what you mean.
No, I don't.
If I knew what you meant, I could help you. But you have to really deep down, search deep down inside of yourself and figure out what the hell you're even talking about before you can convey to others what the hell you're talking
I mean,
about.
people don't do that shit in public. They do it on fucking Twitter all the time, which is why I'm about to just get my shit banned, and I'm never coming back. Once this account is done, I'm never coming back to Twitter or X now, as it's called. That fucking pisses me off. That's fucking annoying. So when it's banned, I'm never coming back. Because usually I get banned, I come back in a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
After this, it's not happening. I'll just be done with it. TikTok's more entertaining. You can pick more fights over there. And then I'll get banned from that, and then I just won't have that either. And I'll just do this.
Yeah.
And then, like, this will peter out. And then I just won't do that anymore. And then one day I'll just delete my Discord. And I'll be gone from all of your stupid fucking lives. And that's the way it'll go down.
Are you gonna like be done with the show at this point too, or
Well,
what is this?
I imagine it'll peter out. You know, I mean, like,
Okay, look, if we're quitting, then just quit.
I'm not gonna quit. It'll peter out. They're like all podcasts do. They do. They just go. You know, it's like yeah, and you miss a week, and then you go on a hiatus, and then it's. I've done this many times. I've had 12 podcasts. This is the way it goes. It's the way that it is, and then I will just be absent from everyone's lives, and I will turn 40, and then I'll just get like a little bonsai tree, and I'll just like water it or whatever you do to them, trim them and shit. And I'll just sit on my desk.
You have to water them more than the instructions tell you to water them, by
Right.
the way. Because when I stopped listening to the instructions that I got with the stupid bonsai tree and just watered it every couple days instead of 5 ice cubes once a week or whatever the hell the instructions
I
were,
didn't know about that.
it stopped dying. And it looks better than ever. And there's tons of new leaves growing because trees need to be watered.
You actually have a bonsai tree?
Do you want to see it? I can
Yeah, I
grab
do
it.
want to see
It's
the
right.
bonsai tree.
It's
I
in
mean,
my window, so let me
that's
grab it.
fucking ridiculous that you have a bonsai tree. Like, I was just thinking of, like, what's the
My-
stupidest fucking Zen thing?
The more traditional looking one did die on me.
That's not a bonsai tree. That's a goddamn,
this
that's
is
a
a-
money tree.
This is like a mangrove looking one. There's 2 types of bonsai tree. Bonsai tree just means a tiny tree that you grow in a little pot. So there's 2 kinds, and there's the traditional one you're thinking of, and then this one that looks like a mangrove. But you could see, like it had like just like it was like like half as tall and had like 5 leaves left, and then I started watering it like a crap ton, and now look at it, it's beautiful.
That looks like a
It's
fucking.
beautiful.
That looks like a fucking money tree. I had a money tree. His name was Herman, and then Erica let him die. I'm talking about. I mean, when I say bonsai tree, I need one of those trees that looks like they're giant, but they're really small.
Yeah, I had one of those too, and it died. So this is Sun Tzu, the mangrove, and Mao Zedong died. Rest in peace, Mao Zedong. We loved you. I didn't know you for very long because I only had him for like a week.
Clip that. Just fucking
But
clip that and send that to fucking everybody. Tell her she's fucking Antifa. Stupid. You're dysgenic enough to be part of Antifa. It's ridiculous. Nobody's that tall and flat. You look like fucking
So
like Gumby got stretched out.
before anyone gets on to me about naming them Chinese names,
Yeah, because aren't they Japanese?
no, bonsai trees came from China. The Japanese
Oh.
learned the art of growing tiny trees from Chinese, and they just their term for it, the bonsai tree that the Japanese made up the term, is just the term that became popularized in the West.
I mean, they're
But
just
it's
regular.
a Chinese thing.
They're just regular trees to Asian people, though.
That's just they're just like they're all that tiny.
Yeah, they're just small. You know.
Like a whole garden.
I gotta go to
Walk
Asia.
around in
That way
there.
I can just fucking walk
Just
around.
tower over
Just
everyone.
be like, sup, losers. It's me, Whitey.
I did see a video on Twitter recently of like a guy asking, I think it was Japanese women, what they think of like white men,
Yeah, I posted
and
that.
like, would you ever date a white man? And they were just like, oh, they're just so perfect and beautiful and dreamy, and I don't even know if I could date one because I'd be so nervous because they're just all so perfect. Just like, who
Meanwhile,
are they picturing
yeah, I
right
know.
now?
They're picturing
Who are
Ryan
they-
Gosling, Tom Brady, like, you know.
You're not picturing Bryden.
No.
They're not picturing the fatzos that are actually going to go over there looking for a Japanese wife. The
Right.
fatso anime nerds
I mean,
with
the-
that haven't showered in 3 weeks.
The
That's
fucking
not who they're picturing.
the fucking
Oh, I think that
libertarians.
freaking Vito Gesualdi is the most dreamy man ever. No,
I don't know who that is, but
he's just a fat comedian dude. He's a podcaster.
oh. Well,
Does like stuff.
somebody
Still
needs
the
to
biggest
hit
problem
you.
of the universe with Dick Masterson.
What if I punched you really hard in the belly?
What would hurt?
Yeah. Yeah, contemplate on that, because it's what I feel
It's a good
like
thing.
now.
Yeah.
I
Okay, I'm
just-
sorry.
just-
Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on. Dear Abby, I recently got a new autistic puppy. How do you know he's autistic?
That's fucking retarded.
there
You're
like a-
autistic.
An autism test for puppies?
Hold on, let me look up. Can
Even-
dogs have autism?
Even like children, it takes like a couple years to diagnose them. You can't diagnose a 2-month-old child. How are you diagnosing puppies? They're babies for less time.
Okay, this is fucking dumb bullshit. While there is still much to learn about autism in humans, we do know that it can occur in dogs as well.
No, it can't.
This is
Just
Discover
a dumb dog. There's
magazine-
no
yeah.
way that dog is autistic. Oh, the dog doesn't understand social graces.
Yeah, I don't-
He doesn't pick up on social cues and can't make eye contact with other dogs. No, that's retarded.
Yeah, okay. While some of these behaviors are unique to humans, researchers have found, in fact, ASD, I guess it's fucking
Autism spectrum disorder.
Oh,
yeah.
shut the fuck up. Just call it fucking retarded
Well,
like
they
we used
took
to.
away the Asperger's thing. That doesn't exist anymore, so they
Why?
just rolled it all into ASD, and calling it the spectrum disorder justifies taking away the Asperger's, which is just like kind of weird people.
So wait, hold on.
like-
In the modern world, that means that like a bisexual with Asperger's is just completely erased.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, for sure. Because it's like they put them in the same exact category as like non-verbal people who like make animal noises.
Yeah, that's not.
Like,
they're
it's-
just weird.
I can't imagine if you like, whew, that is rough. That's a rough diagnosis. Let them have Asperger's, okay?
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
they don't have that. They're not like full autism. You know, they're just like
No,
fucking
it's
weird.
it seems like a different thing. Like I realize that autism is a spectrum, but it seems like having like it's still a separate, lesser thing. I don't know.
That's the whole thing.
I don't know, man. I don't have the Asperger's, so I don't know anything about this.
Okay, so ASD can occur in dogs, but it's called canine dysfunctional behavior, which otherwise known as bad dog.
Yeah,
It's
it just
just-
sounds like he's not well trained.
Researchers believe that canine dysfunctional behavior is an idiopathic condition, meaning the cause is unknown. So they don't know jack shit. Studies suggest that dogs with this disorder lack certain neurons in their brain that they are thought to help them learn those social norms for dogs. Okay, that's
Social norms for dogs. It's just a
that's
dumb dog. Some dogs are smarter, like different breeds are smarter than others, and within those breeds, some are smarter. Like it's just like it's just dumb. It's just a dumb dog
that's just
or a
fucking
stubborn dog that doesn't want to be trained.
yeah. I just all of these people I know like make more money than me, and it just pisses me off because
They do just to write that.
like
Yeah,
it just pisses probably not to write that, but
yeah.
that was
Well,
probably
to come
AI
up with that.
generated or somebody making fucking 2 cents a word if they're lucky, living in a laundry room with 8 roommates in Manhattan, like, and they're like, oh, I'm living the life. You're
Yeah,
not. But
but they live in New York.
oh boy, who wouldn't love to leave there? Uh, Jesus.
I remember. Okay, this is silly. I don't even remember what it was called, but there was like a Mila Kunis. Kunis, is that how you say her name?
Mila,
Mila Kunis.
Mila
Yeah,
Kunis?
yeah. So there was.
The,
She
that,
did a
that, that
movie
70s show
with.
bitch, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she did some movie. I think it was like with Justin Timberlake or something when he was still
Boy.
doing movies. But it was about like New York. Like it was a rom com where he's like new to New York, and she's like showing him around and trying to make him love New York so he'll
Sounds
stay for like a
super.
job he was getting. And like the things she was showing him was like look down on the grimy city from a rooftop that you had to go upstairs to get to, and like the weird, what are they, flash mobs. And I'm just like, none of this is appealing.
No.
You're enticing him to stay here with flash mobs?
See, and I don't even think that that's that common. I mean, you get dickheads singing on the subway or whatever, but like what made LA fucking appealing was everybody was there to do something. Except for like the poor people, I mean, they were like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I grew up here, man," and you're like, "Cool, SA," and they were nice and all or whatever, but
Say.
Buenos dias, like yeah, whatever. But uh, like everybody was like there to do something, and they like totally fake. I loved it. I loved how fake everybody was because like everybody constantly wanted to tell you about their cool projects and all of that, and you're like, whoa, let me get in
Hmm.
on that, and you could constantly like do things with people. And that was like neat. Like it was always something to do.
Yeah,
It's
that
too
sounds fun.
expensive. Yeah, it was really neat. And everybody was super fake, and there was no pretext that anywhere else you meet people. Uh, First of all, I'm like, oh, what do you do? It's never like I'm an actor, I'm a comedian, I'm a musician. What they do is like, oh, I'm an accountant. Actually, I work at the Capitol. I'm a assistant to the assistant comptroller, and like that's
Hmm.
what they are, and that sucks. They're not outwardly fake because that person at home has like some weird BDSM fetish or whatever, or it's like something that actually might be interesting about them. That
But they're never gonna tell
they're
you.
never going to tell you that, and I'm thankful that they don't because like what a weird dinner that'd be. But it's like nobody. I mean, it's just everybody's so fucking boring. Like and you have to check out somebody's dumb social media account because they made a funny tweet one time or their YouTube video is sweet. And sometimes it was, most of the time it was shitty. And then you just got another $14 beer and you sat there until your next paycheck. It was a better time. New York can suck a dick. What a gay fucking place to live. Their whole thing is, oh, it's terrible to live here. That's what they say. They go,
They
it's New
love it
York.
so
It's
much.
terrible to live here. Pizza. What a shithole.
Yeah. Honestly, it's funny because we were at the New York hotel in Vegas. Well, we
Vegas
went
rules.
and we were going around in the streets, and they made it look like New York City at night, basically. And it's all like industrial looking and grimy looking and dirty, and there's like steel beams that are all
Huh?
like gross looking over your head. And I was looking around, I was like, this place is like, it looks like an underground like society that was pushed down there like after Armageddon, or like the resistance lives down here in the dystopia, or like it was like I don't want to live in that place.
Yeah, but you do want to live in Vegas. Vegas rules. Now,
I do want
Vegas
to live
is a
in Vegas.
grimy, disgusting. Vegas is perfect for
Everyone
me.
there was fun and interesting, except we went to one bar, and I guess like one of the locals was friends with the bartender, and every single thing he said was like boring bullshit. He just kept saying platitudes, like
Sure.
weird things you just say when you don't know what to say. I don't know. I can't even think of an example now, but I was laughing. about it. I was trying not to because he was just like 2 seats away from me, but it was just like hard not to eavesdrop on it.
Yeah, it was a guy with wet brain, and I'm sorry if there was a local on the strip. That's fucking weird. He probably works
Yeah,
at
it
one of
was
the
off the
casinos.
strip. We were
Oh,
in
did you go
like
to downtown?
we were near like the punk rock museum in like an industrial looking area. There was like construction and stuff over there. I don't know. It was like weird.
There's a lot of yeah. Once you get away from the strip, there's a lot of weird places in Vegas. Vegas is a great place. I'd love
We
to live
also
there.
went to like very briefly to another bar in Chinatown kind of area there too.
I didn't know Vegas had a fucking Chinatown.
There was a lot of I'm pretty sure it was Chinatown,
Sure, it
basically.
just wasn't a Chinese person's house.
I don't think it was. I mean, they weren't very happy about us being there.
It's just
Like, that would explain a lot,
hold
actually.
on, Vegas,
Oh, look at this
Chinatown.
Chinatown place is so authentic. There was a tiki bar over there.
There's a plaza. So yeah, they have a Chinatown plaza. I have never seen that. I don't know. I
Yeah,
spent
the
most of my time in Vegas in like the suburbs or like in South Vegas, I think it is, or just on the damn strip, just wandering around aimlessly for 48 hours straight, just
yeah.
awake. I'm like Red Bull and vodka. Woo!
Man, well, every time it takes you 48 hours to get anywhere. I remember one time I was trying to get somewhere that's like 2 miles, and I'm like, I can walk 2 miles, no problem. An hour later, we got there.
Yeah, it's about how long it takes to walk 2 miles.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It takes me like 15 minutes to
To
walk
walk
a
two
mile.
miles. To
walk
walk
a
two
mile.
miles.
I said to walk a mile.
It does not. You're
So
full of
that's
shit.
30 minutes to walk. Yes.
Okay. What
Look,
do
do
you
you know
think?
how they do like the presidential fitness test or whatever in high school?
Okay.
And they make you walk a mile for they make you run a mile for it to see how fast you can go.
Mm-hmm.
I was slow walking, chatting with my friend, meandering, stopping sometimes to goof around, and made the mile in 15
So
minutes.
you're
Okay.
basing this time off of when you were 8.
No, I was like 13 or 14.
Okay, that's
Okay.
still not
And
better.
it took
You're
me
old.
15 minutes to leisurely goof off for a mile.
I'm just telling you, you're not gonna, especially if you're stopping and looking at things and all of that.
We weren't. We were rushing because we were just like, oh my gosh, we're not making any progress. It still says it's going to take this long.
Well, luckily you can walk through those 2 miles all through air conditioning fucking casinos because they're all
Dude,
connected.
yeah, we saw a lot on the way. We were rushing through, but we went through like 4 or 5 casinos, 2 malls, just to get to where we were going.
It's fucking amazing.
This is terrible. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, every time we went to like a non-strip place, the taxi driver or the Uber driver would be like, "Are you sure that's where you want to go? Like, are you sure that's where you want me to drop you off?" We're like, "Yeah, we're going to a specific thing that we know is there. Yes." Like,
Well, it can be kind of dangerous at nighttime.
it's like, "Do you want me to like wait here for you? How long do you think you're gonna be here? I could come pick you right back up." And we're just like, "No, this is fine." So I don't know if that was maybe a clue that we shouldn't have been walking around those areas,
Probably
but
not,
we
no.
did walk around those areas.
Downtown to Vegas is pretty
There's a lot of homeless
shady.
people.
Yeah, it's pretty
There's
shady.
a lot of people tweaking on the streets in those areas.
I'm sure it's way worse now. I mean, yeah, I haven't been for many, many years, which is a shame. You know, but whatever. I never get to do what I want to do.
We walked all the way from one to the what is that street called? The other one with the old casinos
Oh, I don't fucking know.
with all the like street performers and stuff. Damn it. It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It was a long walk. Okay, dear Abby, I recently got a new autistic puppy and I am in the process of training him. It has been a long time since I have had a puppy to train. He chews on stuff when I leave him alone for a minute and has pooped in the house a couple times.
They do that.
So far, the training does seem to be working most of the time. But then maybe he's not actually autistic.
He's not fucking autistic, dude. You just gotta train your dog. It's disobedient a dog. It's a stupid fucking question.
He's a puppy. It takes time. Puppies don't come trained.
Just fucking, when he shits on the floor, take his nose and rub it in it, smack him on the butt a few times, throw him outside. That's what you do. That's how you train a dog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's what Abby did with her kids, too.
Yeah.
You just,
Typically, it involves me yelling at him and shoving his face in whatever bad thing he did,
There you go.
sometimes with a smack,
Yep.
and rewarding good behavior with treats.
That's
How
yep.
successful has that method worked out for you and your kids? Any other tips and tricks on the tree? Well, you're doing it perfectly, honestly. It sounds like you're doing it. Maybe lock him in a crate when he's getting to be too
Yeah.
much.
Just put him in a crate, pour milk and dog food on him. That's what I do to women that get out of line.
I gave my kids Red Baron pizza for dinner.
Oh,
That
dude.
helps.
No, see,
Yeah.
I bought it. There
Dude,
was buy one.
DiGiorno is twice as much, though.
Yeah, but okay. So Publix had a buy one get one on the Red Baron pizza recently. So I got 2 of them. I'm like, all right, whatever. That pizza's ass.
It is, but I can literally get a Domino's large pepperoni for $1 less than a DiGiorno frozen stuffed crust pizza.
Right. I mean, DiGiorno's
Like,
pretty
it's
overrated.
less expensive to get Domino's delivered, like not including tip or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's why don't get to DiGiorno. The number 1 frozen pizza. Number 2 is bruschetta, which is pretty decent, and then number 1 is Screamin' Sicilian.
Oh, okay. I'll
That
try
one.
then.
Now, I mean, the problem is that's like a fucking $9-10 pizza. So it's like, why not just get? This is how upside down our fucking world is. Used cars cost as much as new cars, and a fucking frozen pizza costs as much as fucking delivery pizza.
Yeah, like why wouldn't I just get Domino's then? And you know, if you get more than one topping, the Domino's pizza is more or whatever. But my kids are just eating the pepperoni.
Yeah, I mean it's a fucking nightmare. But yeah, the Screamin' Sicilian, that's a good one. You ever catch a deal on those? That's the one.
We'll try that. Yeah, I'm just trying to cut down on the grocery budget because I realize that not every item in the store has literally doubled in price, but for some reason, not changing my spending habits on groceries at all whatsoever. I'm getting the same crap I always did and less junk and snacks than ever, and it's twice as much as it was 2 years ago.
Yep.
Every time.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on there.
Hey, you know. I mean, I know, but that's a whole podcast.
But no, okay, I know what's going on there, but so mac and cheese, box of Kraft mac and cheese is $1.25 instead of $1. That's not twice as much.
Right.
So I have to like actually look and see which items it is that have tripled in price or whatever to figure this out.
Yep.
Because it's not the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And it's not the DiGiorno pizza. I think that's always been $10.
Yeah, it has always been overpriced. But I mean, when it came out, it was groundbreaking frozen pizza technology. Rising crust did not exist before DiGiorno pizza.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something fucking terrible for you in it that makes it rise. I mean,
well, no, it's probably just actual dough, like with yeast in it, because as soon as it thaws out, that's going to start rising in the oven if it has actual yeast in it. The other ones probably just don't have yeast in that.
I am gonna go ahead and say that I think you're a little too hopeful. I don't think it's yeast. I'm sure it's something that
baking powder, but it's something.
It's something that ends with a nitrate or something like that. I guarantee it, or an oxaluminum, or a Flynn, or something.
I'm sure you're right. I'm just trying to. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe it was yeast once upon a time, but not now.
Okay.
Now they're like, actually, the same active ingredient that makes red crayons red is now in your DiGiorno pizza. Congrats. And I'm like, oh, this fucking rule's good. I love microplastics. Yeah, I mean, someday.
Just die.
But just not soon enough, it seems. R.I.P. Lil Tay, by the way.
R.I.P.
And her brother, I guess.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lil Tay's brother and Lil Tay and Mao Zedong. R.I.P. to our fallen friends.
Not Mao, though.
My tree.
No, not even then.
I'm still sad about the tree.
I mean, like, would you have named a tree
really
Hitler?
That tree. Yeah. Maybe I'll name the next one. I'll get another bonsai to replace that one soon, and maybe I'll name it Adolf Hitler.
It would be funny if you got another tree and you named him Hitler, and then like you set him next to your other tree, and then the other tree, you're just like, why are you growing over into that other tree?
It's winter, Hitler. Calm down. Now is not the time. It is January.
Just starts growing over, just taking it over.
Okay, they'll get two. One's gonna be named Poland.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go. See what happens. Who survives?
I guarantee there's a fighting chicken named Hitler out there somewhere in South America.
Just gotta. If I did ever have like a pit bull, I would name it, yeah, like Hitler or like
Why?
Mussolini
Why
or
would you?
Mao Zedong or Pinochet or something, because he's scary and he's built to eat children.
You realize that most pit bulls that you get are not
Yeah,
like
until they
outwardly
are.
mean as shit. I mean, they do have those tendencies, but most of them are just like
They're not biting because they hate you. They're biting because they're nervous because of something you did, and they got scared, and they just happen to have the bodies and jaws of killer machines. I'm
right.
not saying that pit bulls are evil. I'm saying that kid pulled on its EQ card and it scared him, and he fought back, and he just happens to not be tiny mouth chihuahua.
Okay,
Okay.
so understanding that, you would still go to the dog park with the dog that looks like a land seal and is like always happy,
Yeah.
named
And name him
Hitler.
Hitler. That's even funnier. It's even funnier if he's nice.
All
Get like a
right.
little weedy dog.
You have fun with that.
I don't see why not. My husband doesn't, he wouldn't let me name the pug Seneca. I told
Why?
him that it needs to be, he just, okay, so his eyes, okay, like obviously pugs always look depressed because their faces just look like that. But I swear, if you look into this dog's eyes, ever since he was a puppy, he just looks like he's begging you to to end it all.
Okay,
And so I
but that
wanted
doesn't
to
make
name
sense.
him after someone who contemplates death frequently.
But that was Seneca was a stoic.
Yes,
They were just
that was
okay with
part of
death.
their thing.
They didn't
They thought
contemplate
about
it.
it. They literally talked about how you should think about it. Yes, Seneca
Sh-
did.
God, Seneca was a fucking piece of shit.
He
Stoicism
did.
sucks. Stoicism sucks. It's the ideology of the
It,
conquered. It sucks. You should have named him
what
fucking
is yours
Schopen.
then?
You should have
It's
pessimism.
the same fucking thing.
Nope, you should have named him Schopenhauer.
I'm not gonna name him Schopenhauer.
Or at least Camus.
It's harder to say. Cambu is not harder to say, but I don't know who that is. So. I have a plant
Existentialist.
downstairs named Epicurus and another one named Marcus Aurelius. I think Marcus Aurelius is dying, though.
I don't think that I've ever really explained to you like how much I hate the things that you do.
That's fine. You don't need to. Just let me live in blissful ignorance. Why? What is wrong with me naming my plant Epicurus?
It's a dumb name.
It is a dumb name. It's a really dumb freaking name.
It's just a dumb name. Like I've named 3 plants: Herman, OJ, and Herman 2.
Okay. Yeah, that's dumb. Herman is dumb.
That's a good name for
Yeah,
him.
I'm gonna get this nice big pretty plant and I'm gonna name it Frank.
Yeah, that's a good plant name.
It's not better than Mao Zedong.
No, I mean you're trying to be all fucking like clever and shit.
It's not really clever.
Yeah, I know it's not, but you're trying
It's
to be.
weird. I'm trying to be weird.
Just name him fucking
I'm
Todd.
naming it bizarre things. I'm naming plants. That's bizarre in and of itself. People don't just name all their plants.
Yeah, they do. And you name your car. You name like all kinds of stuff. My car's called the
I'm not
Blueberry.
allowed to name our car. My husband drew the line at that. He really just, I didn't do it even in my head. It has no name.
Well,
But when I grew up, that's what you did. You named your cars.
mine's the Blueberry.
That's a good name.
It's blue. It's small. It's Blueberry. So I mean, I don't like. I'm like, oh, everybody pile into the Blueberry. Like that's not what I say. But like, I know what the car's name is. This is a Blueberry.
Yeah. Maybe I should name mine.
I mean, why not? I don't know. Name things.
Kublai Khan.
That's fucking retarded.
I don't know.
I mean, whatever you want to do with your stupid fucking Star Trek life, you fucking jackass. I admit, I started this podcast in a bad mood. I think I'm doing a good job of covering it up. But like, the longer
No.
I talk to you, the more that I'm just like, I don't like, why do I talk to people at all?
Don't
If
talk
this
to me
is this, okay, cool. Then we'll just let the next 20 minutes of this podcast be radio silence.
Do we really have 20 minutes left? Just monologue about my plants some more. We
Well,
haven't
good.
even
Do
gotten
it.
to
I'm
the
gonna go
Reddit
take a
advice
piss.
segment. No, wait,
Monologue.
don't
I'm gonna
leave.
go
No,
take a
wait,
piss.
don't leave.
I'm gonna
Don't
go take
leave.
a
No,
piss. So
no, no. I was joking. No. Why? I can't fill the time. I have nothing to. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, let's see. What should I do? Well, he's gone because he needs to hear the story, so I can't start the Reddit story without him. He has just completely um abandoned me. Whatever. Okay, so I did see a tweet today. We'll do Twitter instead of the Reddit post because he doesn't care about that. If you prefer hiking to shopping, you're not a real woman. If you prefer sneakers to stilettos, you're not a real woman. If you don't remove excess body hair, you're not a real woman. If you prefer athletic wear and yoga pants to dresses and skirts, you're not a real woman. If you reject femininity, you're not a real woman. Make women feminine again. And I just want to know, please, if someone can explain to me in the comments or tag me on Twitter or something, how is this at in any way not the same as and contributing and potentially contributing to the skinwalker problem?
shut up, bitch.
Okay,
Shut up,
that's what
bitch.
I want to know. Because if you're telling that like tomboys and sporty girls, okay,
What are you going
are
on about?
basically boys,
You're a
then
boy.
what are you encouraging? Are you really a right winger? Are you really against the trans ideology? I
What the
don't think
fuck
so.
are you
You
talking about?
can't tell me that if I don't wear heels, I'm not a real woman and not be aligned with the other side.
You
This
can't
is like
wear heels
horseshoe theory
because of
in action.
doors.
I can't wear heels because then I would be several inches taller than my husband. We're like the same height. And he wouldn't mind, but I care. I feel like I would just be,
I'd be a
I don't
dude.
know.
Like I've never had this experience. Although I got a funny story about a friend that, not a friend, but a guy that acquaintances that's happened to. There's part of me that's like, yeah, if I was like dating like a 7 foot tall woman, then
Yeah.
I just be like, hell yeah,
Have her
dude.
wear like the 3-inch heels.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
just I'd be like,
I
hell
don't
yeah.
wear heels because I'm very clumsy and I trip over my own feet just walking around.
Big feet.
Possibly because they're large and it's a problem. But but I do
Hey, you
have
know
a
what they
couple.
say? You know what they say about big feet, right?
I'm a woman.
You have a big dick.
It's true. It's what I have. I have a very big one. Okay, we're moving on. But I do have two pairs of shoes that have 3-inch platforms, which would be easier to walk in, right? But I have
Sure.
literally never worn them because the only places I would wear them to, other than like what I'm gonna wear my 3-inch platform like goth boots with the buckles
To a
to the
rave.
grocery store. That's what my husband does. Well, where am I gonna go to a rave? First of all, I need a
Okay.
babysitter for
There's
that.
tons of them
Okay, but you know
everywhere.
what happens? You know what happens in my life? No one, no one wants to help me.
Well, I don't want to help you either, but I mean, we still go to a rave.
Can I bring my kids? I can't get a
Oh
babysitter.
no, not at all.
Yeah, so
That,
how do you
okay,
do
for
that?
two
I
reasons.
just leave
One,
them at home. I lock them in the dog crate.
one, these are 18 plus events. The
Yeah.
ones for younger kids, like teenagers, like 16 or whatever. I think those are pretty much eradicated. Those, I mean, I went to them when I was like 18 or whatever. But yeah, those were
Well,
dangerous
that's
and
just
terrible.
called a non-denominational Protestant church these
Yeah,
days. You just go in there. They got the lights and the smoke machine on Wednesday night youth church. That's basically the same thing.
dude,
And they're
like,
like, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
dude,
You know.
no, I'm telling you, looking back, a couple of the fucking events that I went to, and it was like, oh, it's an all ages. I'm like, there were definitely 30-year-old dudes like making out with 16-year-olds. It was not
Yeah,
good.
that's disgusting.
It's not
That's
good.
so
The feeding
bad.
them
Why
drugs. It
would
was
you
not
let that
good.
happen?
Well, I don't. That's why I think these things don't happen that much anymore, and everything's festivals now instead of like warehouse raves. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's 18 plus. All right, so they already can't get in. And then two, if you were willing to bring your kids to an EDM festival,
I would be a pretty bad person.
I think the security at the door are not cops, but I think even they would be citizens arrest. This is fucking ridiculous.
So I'm not gonna do that. I do remember in high school I had a friend whose mom would like take her with she had like a single mom and would take her to bars with her and her younger sister, and they would come back, they'd come to school the next day with the X on their hand, and they
Sure.
thought they were just super cool.
That they
And I
didn't
would always
drink.
just like freaking snicker and be like, dude, you could have got like a fake ID or something. You're literally showing all of our friends that you went to a bar and hung out with your mom while she drank, sitting there with your stupid little loser X on your hand. We're all laughing at you.
Yeah.
Okay? Paige, we're laughing at you.
Why
We were
didn't?
laughing at you, and I hate you.
Why
You're a bad
didn't?
person.
Why did?
Okay?
Why didn't
Fuck
they?
you.
Why didn't they just
Okay,
lean
sorry.
into like like I could have drank, but I'm straight edge.
Because she was not straight edge.
I was fucking. I was
She
fucking
was a
straight
little
edge.
whore, too. Okay, sorry.
I was straight edge.
I've got a grudge.
I guess against Paige. I don't know. Sorry
Not
that
a real
she.
name, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know who she is. I'll bet she grew up to be fucking cool though.
No. She's like on drugs and like single mom and stuff. It's
So
a
cool.
problem.
That's in vogue right now, being an on drugs single mom.
In the trailer park, and yeah.
Damn, dude. I'm picturing her with like big cans.
It was like C cups.
Yeah, and then like
decent.
real little waist.
No.
And then like
she was
it's all
already
it's all
like,
contained by like a red bandana, and she's like
No.
got a truck and a shotgun, and
No.
she's like, "Welcome to my park, y'all. You want some Jack?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I would love some Jack." Paige, that sounds awesome. She takes me into her trailer. She takes me into her trailer. They've got this stained couch or whatever. It smells like cigarettes. And then she sits down. She's like, "Have a seat. Drink as much as you like." And then slowly, we're doing shots and we're watching NASCAR and like everything's really cool and all of that. And then slowly she's like, "I do think I'm a bit too tipsy." And I'm like, "Maybe I should go." And she's like, "Oh, you don't got to go anywhere, honey." And then, that's just the way it goes down.
I'll introduce you sometime.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll bet she's super hot.
I know where she lives.
And she's got like, but the thing is like she's got a scar on her leg she's really self-conscious about, so like she doesn't know that she's super beautiful or whatever, because like she got burned on a tractor when she was young or
Oh
whatever,
my
right?
goodness. No, this is okay. This you could just have this fantasy. I'm not gonna dispel it.
And she's blonde. I mean, she's blonde and pigtails.
She was blonde, but it wasn't a natural blonde.
Braided. Yeah, of course, it's never a natural blonde. It's like a Dolly Parton blonde, and it's like braided pigtails, And her dad's really protective, but he likes me because I can drink so much.
Her
And,
dad's not around. She had a single mom, remember?
oh yeah, I kind of got lost. It's kind of thinking about other
What
stuff.
were we talking about? Oh yeah, the 3-inch boots. Anyway, yeah, because I feel like if I wear them out with my husband, like, what if he does feel embarrassed? And he didn't think he would, but then he does. That his woman is like taller than him. Because I would be 6 foot tall with those things.
I mean, I don't know. It's not like it's a fucking fetish situation where you can not just put the genie back in the bottle. Yeah, but you could easily just be like, all right, maybe don't wear those out anymore. I felt really short. It's not like you decided you were like, all right, time to do the swingers club and you can't undo it. Like, it's just boots. Like, I'd get over it. It's not
That's
that big of a
fair.
deal.
I should just do it. I should just wear my boots.
It's really just, I mean, you're overthinking a very simple
I am
thing.
overthinking that. I just really. You're right.
When am I not fucking right? Do a fucking segment.
Okay.
Jesus
Anyway,
fuck.
we're gonna move on. Am I the asshole? Wait, Reddit advice segment. Do. Am I the asshole for refusing to keep doing chores for my wife?
Nope.
I, 28, male, have been married to my wife, Bella. She's the same age for 5 years.
Ooh, Bella's a fat name, though.
It is.
It is a fat name. It's like, I mean, it's the modern day Bessie. It is. It is, though. It is. It is.
Oh, I don't want to think.
Hold on, because
it's a
think
fake
about
name. It's in quotes.
who's the
So
only.
he's like calling her fat.
Now, before somebody in the fucking comments says Bella Thorne, that's the only one, and I'm pretty sure that's a fake name too.
Bella Swan is the girl in Twilight.
Okay. See, it's a bullshit. Like, it's kind of a skinwalker name, honestly.
It kind of is.
It's just-
yeah, it is. It's like something you would pick if you got to choose.
Yeah, like Misty, like it's a stripper name.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Okay, that's a good point. Maybe she's a stripper. Okay, we
Hell
both
yeah.
met, excuse me, and went to the same college. She pre-law while I was doing animation.
Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Wait.
Yeah,
So
good
she's
job
doing a
there,
real
buddy.
job, and you are
And
making fucking
he's not
bullshit.
making anything. He's a stay-at-home husband. I'm gonna get to it, okay? Um, she graduated top of our class and went to
Nice.
a T20 law school. While she was in law school, I had a lot of trouble finding a job in my field or a job at all, really.
Oh,
I
really?
ended
Your job of cartoonism.
Yeah. I ended up working in a kitchen as a line cook to help support us, in
Sure.
addition to loans she took out while she was going to school so she could just focus on her classes. Bella got a very good job in a different state after she graduated, so I quit my job and haven't gotten another one since.
In a kitchen, brother, they're always hiring. Literally, you can always go get a kitchen job. I could
Well,
quit
he
my
won't
job
get
and
one.
I could stop. I could quit my job today and tomorrow start work as a line cook.
Yeah, I believe that.
Or at least a dishwasher. You could. I mean, I
well
could do it
then,
because I had like line cook experience and shit. Fuck it, I was a chef. All right, at a very small cafe, but I made the menu. It was fine, but that didn't translate over a course of 10 years. You could always at least go and be a goddamn dishwasher, and
yeah.
be a prep cook, and then a
Well, he
fucking
doesn't
line
want
cook,
to. He
and then a
doesn't
sous
want
chef,
to.
and
And
then
they
run a
don't.
restaurant.
And he's about to say, we have no kids. So there's
Well,
no
no
reason
shit.
that someone has to stay home, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, there's no, like, oh, well, someone has to take care of these children. They have no kids. They have a nice house for the two of us and are overall living very, very comfortably. She works very long hours, so I take care of most of the household things:
Sure.
cleaning, cooking, grocery shopping, repainting the walls, and doing other work and renovations to the house. So, like, normal stuff that the stay at home
That seems pretty
spouse
fair
is
so
supposed
far.
to do.
He's
Yeah.
he's an artist. That seems fair. She knew what she signed up for. That seems fair so far.
Yeah, except he's not actually doing any art and could just go get a normal job.
Does he say that he stopped cartooning?
He says he quit his job and never went back to work.
He quit his job as a
He
line
doesn't have a
cook.
work.
He quit his
No,
job as
he
a
says
line
he
cook.
does not have a job and never tried to get another job.
Right, I get
is
that. I
very
get
clear
okay,
in the
okay,
story.
okay. It's not very clear to you apparently. He was a
Oh,
line
you mean
cook.
like as a hobby? Like, is he drawing pictures in his sketchbook?
Right, like is he still trying to do animation? Like is he still actively trying to put out animation and put out content?
He doesn't. He doesn't say that.
I would
Or
imagine he would
either
have to,
way.
because if he's not, then he's a complete asshole.
Yeah. Well, I think that he probably just likes staying home.
I mean, who the
Because
fuck
he
doesn't?
didn't, because I feel like if you, so you're in an am I the asshole post. Okay, first of all, you were trying to present yourself in the best light possible. If you were trying to get another job or you were working on something to build up to it or build up your portfolio or something like that, you would mention it while you're defending
Probably.
yourself.
You're
It's one of
right.
those things where you can tell by the fact that it's not mentioned at all that he's not, because it is
Yeah.
specifically to defend himself. He would mention it.
That's true. Now, also, while you were fucking blathering on and I got the point three
Ugh.
times, I was thinking it'd be funny to post, "Am I the asshole?"
Fucking mean.
And then it's just like a picture of a butthole. Be like, "Am I the asshole?"
You should do that. See how long it could stand. In the last yes, you are unanimous. Amazing. In the last 6 months, Bella started referring to me as her.
Wait. What if
Are
there
you
was?
okay?
What if there's a subreddit called "Am I the poop?" The N word. That would rule. And it's just black people going like, "Did I really fucking was I out of line in this situation?" And it's just like a team of whites and Asians that were like, "No, it was the white person that was wrong in that scenario," or "Yes, Jordans are not that important." That would fucking
No one's
rule.
gonna tell them their Jordans are not important.
Hey,
I promise you.
Jordans are super important. I mean, I don't get it because that's not the type of shoes that I wear, but they are fucking crazy expensive. So I
Those
get it.
people really care about. Really care about
Sneakerheads are
sneakers.
weird.
Like, people who like that sort of thing, just, yeah, they'll defend it. You don't
Well,
want to tell them that their
I mean,
sneakers suck.
Well, it's pretty like it's adjacent to like my fucking obsession with clothing. Like I'm just not that big. I mean, I've got more shoes than Erica, but like
Wait. Speaking of clothes, we should point out that he's wearing an I Am Knuff shirt today.
I
It's really
did.
cute.
It's all fucking shitty polyester though. I got it off of some weird Chinese site as a gag. and it's too hot in Florida. And I guarantee if I go outside with this shitty, stretchy polyester, it will melt
You're gonna
upon
die
my fucking
immediately.
yeah.
Just spontaneously combust.
It'll just be a tattoo upon
Oh.
me now.
So that's what wet bulb means.
Yeah, it's a fucking disaster. But $30,
Yeah.
not bad.
In the last 6 months, Bella started referring to me as her house husband around our family and friends. You are a house husband. If that, like, you are a house husband. Just like she would be a housewife if she was the one doing it. I don't know. That's a technical term.
Yeah, I think it's technical. I can see how it'd be like a little maybe demeaning or whatever, but that's on him to like actually fucking get his animation stuff off the fucking ground.
Yeah, if you're embarrassed by being a house husband, don't be a house husband. Go work. You could even be like a Walmart greeter. Like, I don't care. That would be a job.
Nah, don't do that. But
I'm just saying, if you're that embarrassed by being called a house husband, then maybe you shouldn't be a house husband.
well, why didn't
That's
he
what you
realize he's
are.
got a good fucking deal going on and he should
Yeah,
be
that's-
working on his goddamn animation? Like,
Well, I'll tell you what's happening is he's slowly. You'll see. I'm just gonna continue reading. I have, but throughout this story, I feel like he is slowly as a house husband morphing into a woman. Like he's like evolving like a Pokemon because he's being very petty and silly about this.
I mean, it sounds
Basically.
like it. Well, he's also, I mean, what type of people are like, yeah, I went to college for animation? What?
Don't admit that.
I mean,
Unless you got the job. Don't
yeah,
admit that.
Yeah, I mean, like, you gotta focus heavily on that
That's
shit.
stupid.
Because, I mean, it's dumb. Like, just, I don't know, make a bunch of shit and send it to constantly to Adult Swim. That's kind of your only fucking way that this is going to work out for you. Is you just send it to Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon constantly and then apply for internships. You should have an internship at one of those fucking companies somewhere or something, dude. I mean, I'm sure it's
Yeah.
out there. I can't draw worth a lick. So, I can't tell you, you know.
He probably just doesn't want to.
I mean, I've
He
got
just
friends
doesn't want to
that
work.
do animation and, like, they're fucking interesting and shit. Some of them more interesting than others in ways that are just really bizarre to me. But like they're interesting people, you know, and I love them to death or whatever, as much as you can. Weird people like that, but you went to school for that, and then now you're just like, I'm gonna paint the walls, like, and then complain
Yeah.
on Reddit. You're a fag, and I guarantee your animation is some type of pornography.
Yeah. I've mostly been
Make
letting
characters.
Yeah.
Don't cut me
yeah,
off.
you
Don't fucking cut me off
Sorry,
like that,
I
you
thought
bitch.
you were done. I thought you were done. I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
You're done.
You're
You're done.
You're done.
You're done. Stick a fork in you because you're done.
You got me. You got me. I'm done. Okay.
First to the
mostly
fork.
I've mostly been letting it go, but every single time it bothers me. So he doesn't say anything. Is what that means. He doesn't bring up
just
that it makes him
festering.
uncomfortable. Yeah. Where was I? I'm already insecure about not being able to find a good job, and it makes me feel even more inadequate. I finally got to the end of my rope when we were with her mother on Sunday, who still doesn't really approve of me, and they were talking about taking care of the lawn and garden, and she said, "Thank goodness I have a house husband for that, or I'd never find the time," and smiled at me. Then they both laughed. It was humiliating.
Why-
So she's praising you and thankful for you. That's what that is. She would not look at you and smile. If she was making a joke, she would have laughed after, right? It's not a joke. She's saying, "Oh my goodness, thank goodness I don't have to worry about that because I work long hours. I have a house husband. That's awesome. He does it for me." Like, she's saying thank you.
Yeah,
She's bragging about you.
it does seem like this guy is your average Redditor. He seems like he
Yeah.
sucks.
It's like, if my husband was like, "Yeah, I'm just glad I don't have to, do all the laundry," which he does help me with laundry, but I can't think of another example.
Okay,
right now.
laundry is not hard to do. I don't understand this,
Shut
but
up.
it's fine.
Okay, I don't care. I just hate it because it's like the ultimate Sisyphean task. It never ends. It's constant. Like the day I do literally all the laundry and put it together, I have another load that I have to do because just the clothes that we wore that day, there's 5 of us.
It's just not that
It's
big of a
endless.
deal.
It never ends. And it's just piles of it. And then you buy more clothes because you ran out of clothes because all the clothes are in the dirty clothes. And then you have so much clothes you can't fit it in your closet. And then you're just drowning in clothes. And then you die.
Everything that you're saying to me That whole last bit about, and you buy more clothes and you have too many clothes and you're drowning in clothes. All to me, I'm just looking starry-eyed like, that sounds amazing.
You should see my closet, dude. Because I do have it all put up right now, except for a few things that are... You can't see it from that behind me.
Yeah, no, I just always assume that there's dirty clothes behind you.
They're just hiding behind it. They're not dirty. They're always clean. Every time you've seen clothes, it's clean clothes. They're just not put away.
You realize
I
that if
don't
it was
just leave dirty clothes laying around. Those go in the hamper.
you realize that it was up to me, I would never wear an outfit more than once, right? Like I would love to constantly be buying new clothes.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't buy the cheap clothes, though, and I have a lot of cheaper clothes.
I mean, if they looked good, you could pull it off once before people noticed that it was made out of some weird barcode of a fucking fabric.
Yeah. I didn't say anything at first, but I guess she could tell that I was really upset and asked what was wrong. I told her that she needed to stop emasculating me and making it seem like I didn't contribute anything to the household.
That's not what she said.
No, she said literally the opposite.
That's
She said literally the opposite of what you're saying she said.
So maybe he just needs to say, hey, I don't like the term house husband. If it's
Well, to stop being a fucking house husband. If someone
know.
called me a housewife, I would not be offended because I am a housewife.
Okay, but fine. If you didn't like, you just imagine you didn't like the term, and you were like, say stay at home mom instead.
You must
so it's kind of
call
like
me queen of the household.
Sure, whatever dumb
or else
bullshit.
You're demeaning me.
You know, you are about as fat as a queen bee, though. So I will give you
Not
that.
fat. Stop calling me fat.
Stop gaining weight.
Eaten today. I had 2 Atkins shakes. I am not.
Stop gaining weight. I don't know what to say.
It's 160 calories. It's not that much calories. I'm not gaining weight.
160?
Yeah.
Man, that's 60 on the end is like kind of like it really holds a lot of weight, you know. It's kind of like an exclamation point at the end of that.
But I was so hungry.
Oh, I'm sure you're hungry. Hungry Abby, that's what we call her. We call her Hungry Abby, folks, because she's always hungry.
I've been getting really lightheaded lately, and I think I might need to go to the doctor.
Well, you are a bit of an airhead, so yeah, I can see lightheadedness.
I'm gonna float away. Okay.
Well, I mean, nobody that heavy is gonna float away.
I'm just picturing Fat Mac because you literally have candy falling out of your pockets. That was so good. That was just the best.
It is really funny watching you finally discover a show I've watched my entire adult life.
It's so good. It's so good. We were watching the quarantine episode. I was just like, man, if this came out during COVID, that would have been awesome.
Oh, you haven't seen the COVID episodes yet?
No, I saw the quarantine episode where they were going to go to the Boys to Men audition.
Yep.
And Frank turns into like a weird sanitizer slug creature. Man, I died. We had to pause it because I just went into the hallway and just couldn't stop laughing when he first goes, hair is filthy. We are evolving to not need hair, and someday we will be hairless and pure. And I just I couldn't handle it.
I think my favorite joke from that is the whole premise where they, they realize they're going through alcohol withdrawal, and then Mac goes, so Mac is just like, oh, we're just kids having fun, and they're like in their fucking late 30s, so like,
yeah, they're like we have to drink to stay healthy. Yeah.
When they're all going through where they hide liquor around the bar, they're like, "Oh, I hide liquor around the bar. I keep some creme de menthe behind the jukebox."
That's perfectly normal. I do, yeah. Okay.
It's very good.
I'm sorry. Now we're just recounting. I'm having fun with the show. Everyone can forgive me. You must forgive me.
I mean, it's literally been on for almost 20 years. Like,
whatever. I saw like reruns and stuff on whatever channel, FX or whatever, when I was a teenager, but I never just like sat down and watched it episode. Like I didn't keep up with it or anything.
I own
so
DVDs.
Some of the episodes I've seen.
I had DVDs back when it was like on season fucking 4. I
think we're on season 9.
Oh, you got a long way to go.
Yeah, but we're going through it because we've only been watching for a couple months, so we're going pretty fast. We're watching like 2-3 episodes a night. It's a problem. We're addicted. It's very funny.
Yeah, it's been one of my favorite shows for my
We're
entire
moving on.
adult life.
I told her she needed to stop emasculating me and make it seem like I didn't contribute anything to the household. We were arguing back and forth, and she told me that she would stop calling me a house husband if I was going to get that upset about it.
There you go.
But that it wasn't an untrue term, and I needed to stop being insecure. She's right.
Yep.
But she didn't know.
No.
You can't just blow up at someone when you never told them what was wrong in the first place.
I mean, you can, but you're going to be wrong for it.
Yeah. Bella refuses to apologize. I feel like she doesn't fully appreciate my value as her husband. I've stopped doing the chores until she apologizes,
Oh,
and she is
God.
beyond pissed off. She's been coming home and cooking dinner only for herself, and doing the chores I haven't, and then taking off to spend the night at a friend's house.
Oh, Jesus Christ. She's cheating on you, buddy.
Yeah.
This is already... No, you fucked it up. This is...
Yeah,
okay,
she's
this is
done
going to
with you
divorce.
because
Yep.
she was fine to have you be a leech on her.
I wouldn't say a
You
leech.
weren't even a leech.
Yeah.
Actually, you weren't a leech. She was fine when you were not being a leech on her. Like, she has got this long hours job, and she was praising you and appreciative of everything that you do, and you got mad and decided to stop doing it. So what is your worth now? What is your worth? You're not the breadwinner, and you're not doing the chores, and you have no children, so no excuse to stay home. Now, if you had children, then that would change the whole thing because
Because you could have trapped her. You could have trapped her. You could have really got her in there. But
well, that too. Like, she'd be less likely to leave, so you can get away with more. But also, just that's a thing you're doing while you're at home. You're not just being a leech. You could stop doing the chores if you're still taking care of the children, and you could probably get away with that. But you cannot get away with being a childless house husband who's throwing a tantrum and refusing to do chores.
how long has he been not doing chores for? Like, has this
I
been
don't
a
think
week?
He says. He doesn't say how long. I was talking to my sister about it, and she told me that Bella was wrong, but I was being immature in my response. The thing is, if I give in, she's going to keep thinking what she's been doing is okay. I don't even know anymore. Am I the asshole? Yes, you're the asshole.
Everybody says that he's a fucking prick, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I mean, just...
I mean, people are saying that, like, the problem I have is all the people saying, like his sister, basically, like, oh, she shouldn't have done that, but no. What did she do wrong? She didn't do anything wrong. She
Eh,
praised you and you freaked out and she said, look, you're being insecure. Like, if you don't like the term, I'll stop using it. But no, I'm not going to apologize for saying I'm so glad that I have a house husband that does these things so I don't have to worry about it.
See,
It's a nice thing to say.
Like, this is... I mean, this is like a rare occasion where I'm going to have to side with this woman with a caveat here.
Bitch, you want me to apologize for that? How about you get out of my house?
I want this man to understand. I want this man to understand you've got a good thing going on.
Yeah. And why are you messing it up?
Don't fuck it up.
Freaking life. You think that I could have stayed home if we didn't have kids? No, if we didn't have kids, I'd have to have a job.
There's
no way I'd be able to stay home if we didn't have kids.
He's fucking it up.
I would not be allowed to do that.
He is totally fucking it up because it's like, I mean, dude, all you gotta do is like paint some walls and do some gardening and shit. That's zen as fuck, man.
And that's the thing. Being a housewife is hard because the kids are coloring on the walls constantly, and you have to really scrub at it with, the magic eraser. And like, when you're potty training, there's poop everywhere. I've talked about that. Thankfully, potty training is over. But so cleaning is hard when you have kids, but you do not have kids. You're cleaning up after two grown adults, and she probably cleans up after herself fairly well when she's there, and she's not there most of the day. So you're cleaning up after yourself. I mean, you're doing what you would do as a bachelor.
Yeah, I mean, just think about that. I mean, you've got, and also, by the way, the reason your kids do that is because you're a bad mom. But
I'm not a bad mom.
You're a terrible
color
mother.
On the walls.
No, I never did that.
Yeah, they do.
I never did that though.
Oh, you are a liar. Yeah, you know what? I feel like I'm talking to someone's mom talking about her like favorite son right now. Like, oh, my boy would never, like my husband supposedly never even, said a wrong thing or whined or complained or did anything. He didn't raise his voice or run too fast in the house or, I feel like I'm talking to my mother-in-law when you say that.
Well, no, I mean, I never did that. I was a perfect child.
Boy never colored on walls.
No,
Yeah,
I mean, I was a genius. All I did was like, I instructed my parents on how to raise me.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I was like, listen, mother, I must have you know that I will not color upon the walls. However, I am going to need a soda and a pizza. Thank you very much. I am off to watch Arthur.
if that's how my son talked to me, instead of "Mom, get me a drink," like, then I would just be like, "Here's your soda and pizza, honey. Okay, watch Arthur." That's not how they talk. I colored on the walls. I remember one time I did it when I was a kid. I probably did it. I'm sure I did it more, and I just can't like remember it because it's like a mindless thing. Kids aren't like thinking while they do it. They're not
No,
gonna
no, the
remember it
kids are
later.
fucking
But I remember
stupid.
it.
And then one day they just
Yeah,
wake up. Lucy K has a bit about it
yeah,
where he's like, he was like, I remember when I snapped on.
yeah.
I was taking a big shit, and I was like, ah.
I know. Yeah. But yeah, I remember I colored on the walls and my mom went in there and saw it and she gave me like a rag and some cleaner and some dish soap and stuff and was like, "Get it off. Clean it up. I'm not cleaning that and your wall better be clean by the end of the day or you're going to be grounded all weekend." And I cleaned it and it was fine.
Apparently, one
That's what
time.
you do. You make the kids clean it. But, when they're like 2, they can't really help much, so you have to clean it.
I don't remember this shit, but this was what my mother told me. I had a big penchant for eating things I shouldn't eat. Apparently,
Yeah.
I
One
ate
of
a.
mine does that.
Yeah, yeah, that was hilarious.
I have a $3,000 ER bill to show for it.
When you could have just listened to me, because
Well, no, because
you
you
said,
were only right because nothing went wrong. There were multiple points where something could have gone wrong,
and yet
and
they
you have to
didn't.
check on it. Yes, but if they do, then the child dies.
Okay,
So you have to check on it, and that racks up the ER bill.
listen, you're ridiculous. You can't just admit that I was right.
You
Um,
were okay. You were only right because we got lucky. Okay.
Right. And you know what? That's the same thing that like idiot friends of mine who bought the COVID thing say about fucking COVID. All right. And guess what? I was right. All right. I know. I'm basically a doctor. Dr. Proctor, bitch. I really am.
Okay.
I know. If you got medical issues, you ask me and I'm going to go,
So
that
okay,
seems likely.
I have a question though, because I think it's because I sleep on my stomach every night, and that kind of strains your body in like weird ways, and like my arm positioning. But my left bicep has been sore for like 2 months straight, and it hurts. Right
Okay.
now, it hurts.
Well, either one,
Do you
your
think I
toddler
tore
is,
something?
probably not. You probably just have a strained muscle. You know, what you had to get is one of those
For two
pillows.
months?
Yeah. Yeah. I
With
mean,
the
a
arm
strained muscle.
thing, with
Yeah.
the
Get
arm
a,
slot for if
yep.
you break your arm. Yeah, I should because I think that's what it is I keep wanting to put that arm on the pillow. And so it's just like enough strain that by the time I wake up, it's like, and I can't freaking use my arm properly now.
Yep, you're just straining your arm. It's like probably a little torn, little in there. You didn't really tear it though, otherwise you wouldn't be able to really
Just
use
look
it.
at little one. Yeah.
Yep, you just strained
Because
it.
yeah, if I lean on it or if I kind of like move my arm too fast, like if I jerk it up a certain way, I get a twinge of pain. It's like like in a certain spot. So I think it might have like a tiny tear in the muscle.
Get on Amazon, buy one of those fucking pillows with the
Yeah.
hole in it. I'm thinking of getting one anyway because of the way I sleep, but I sleep weird. Because I either sleep with like one arm up, like that, or both arms up, or like a Dracula.
Oh
It's
yeah.
odd. You know, I don't know. I don't
Well,
know,
if
but
I sleep on my back, I get night terrors or sleep paralysis, so I can't.
just get the arm pillow thing.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Thank you, Dr. Proctor,
You're welcome.
for
We
your
should make that
prescription.
a fucking corner of the show. If you got
Dr.
questions,
Proctor,
ask
ask him
Dr.
your medical
Proctor.
things. Yes. Okay, everyone. Dr. Proctor. Ask Dr. Proctor is a new segment we will do toward kind of the end of the show since we have Dear Abby at the beginning. It would be a nice like balance to have the segment at the end too. It's like a sandwich,
Yeah,
you know?
that's a good
Like a
idea.
sandwich, like a really good sandwich. With like homemade sub buns and stuff.
Except it's
Because
got
the
a bunch
show
of
is just
shit
that
in the
good.
middle.
It's a poop sandwich because we do talk about poop a lot. I did have a poop story, but we rambled too much. We did not get to
Well,
the
we'll do
poop.
that on the
So
bonus.
listen to our bonus. But yeah, so we're gonna do that actually. Ask Dr. Proctor is a new segment. You ask any sort of medical related questions at all.
I'm sure I can tell you through sheer force of I'm gonna be 36, and I probably had whatever medical fucking issue your thing
Oh, and
is.
he's had a rough life too. He treats
It's
his
tough.
body very badly.
It's true. It's pretty bad.
He just abuses himself. It's a problem.
So I know how to fix it. You know, it's
Perfect.
all it is just turning the wrench on your body. You just got to figure it out. You just get through it. You know, you just.
Yeah. He helped me. He can help you too, everyone.
It's
I
true.
think with that though, we are out of time for today. But But, however, you can go to patreon.com/here to help podcast, and we will continue on. Monday, the bonus episode will be released the following Monday after this. Okay, it's kind of like a part 2. We're going to keep going and do more stories, and it's going to be a great time. And sometimes Bryden is drunker on those episodes,
That's
so
true.
it's fun in a different way. Because by that point, I mean, it hasn't happened in a little while because he's been doing better about it. But for a while, every time, like, you couldn't understand what he was saying.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It was
And
pretty-
those episodes are there. You can go back
Those
to.
are good. So you could go back and make fun of him, make fun of Bryden. And you should go back. So after we did the Barbie review, Rachel was on for that bonus episode, and we did kind of like the regular show then. And that was good, good bonus episode.
I
So
don't
go back.
remember a damn thing.
I know you don't. He never remembers the bonus episodes.
I don't
so.
remember the regular episodes.
That's fair. Patreon.com/here to help podcast for as little as $1. That's not much. You get all of that. You get all of those episodes.
There are seriously 46 fucking episodes that you can listen to.
Yeah. For $1.
there's,
For $1.
there's
You
46.
could listen to an episode every day for a month and a half for $1.
No.
Well, $2 because the second month.
yeah.
That's incredible. That's a great deal. That is a great deal. You should give us more money than that, but whatever. Bryden, do you have any plugs today?
TikTok, world's only comic on TikTok. Follow me over there. I'm over on kick.com/Bryden Proctor. And then, here I do this, and on Kick I do like DJ stuff. I haven't done that. I've been sick, so I don't know when I'm going to be doing that again. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, you can follow me on Twitter at OctoAbby with an I, that is OCTOABBI, and Bryden is at one and only Bryden, that is the number 1. Thank
Like a
you,
finger.
everyone. Like a finger.
Don't fucking
Thank you,
follow me on
everyone.
Twitter, though. Twitter's pissing me off. I'm not
Okay,
going to have a
don't follow
fucking
him.
Twitter soon. Like, seriously, if you get on Twitter, I'm just going to call you a fucking fag. Because everybody on Twitter is like, I'm a politics genius and a theologian. And all of the... And actually, did you know that Donald Trump and God have the same moon sign? And stop eating olive oil. And it's like... And then they have like 1,000 fucking retweets on this fucking gay bullshit. And then you try to point out something obvious to them. You're like, well, that's fucking bullshit. And then they're just like, cringe, sneed, seethe, cope. And you're like, this is fucking dumb. Hey, it's at least on TikTok, you can like get into arguments with people and they make videos. And then it's like funny to troll on TikTok. It's not even
Have you
funny
been
to
doing
fucking...
that?
No. I just get people to make videos in response to my comments. Which is fun. And I make TikToks every now and then. And it's just my
I've seen a
stupid
few.
face. Yeah, it's just my dumb face. And I'm like saying a joke like, well, what about the cuckold? You heard about the cuckold comedian? He said, take my wife, please. It's just some dumb gay shit like that.
That is really stupid. I like the pickle one. You told that on the show before,
I did, yeah,
but I
it's a good one.
retweeted that when you posted it.
It's a good one.
So
But
go follow him on TikTok.
I don't know. Fucking X is fucking stupid. That's the end of that shit. I'm getting on MySpace. I'm gonna make a MySpace. Follow me on fucking MySpace then.
All right, everyone. Thank you for
Fucking faggot.
listening, and have a great week, secure in the knowledge that we are with you.
I hope your
and
fucking
we
week
are
sucks.
here to help.
I'm here to felch. I'm not here to felch,
That's
though.
disgusting.
I'm
Can
not
you
here to.
stop that?
Well,
I don't
I'm
know
not
what
here
that
to
means,
felch.
but I know it's bad because you are saying it.
Yeah, it's pretty. I'm not here to do that. You
Why are
might
you
be.
doing
I'm
this?
not.
You
though.
need to stop. I'm going to have to quit this show.
I mean, to go felch. I don't.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
I don't know what's wrong with you.